Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. I know guys, I know, I'm posting a lot today. Bear with me, okay? Keep with the videos. If you don't want to watch it, of course, don't watch it. But I'm sorry, but I will take this advantage that the algorithm actually helps you when a lot of people are researching these things, so I need to take that chance, okay? So this video I actually wanted to talk a little bit about it because we already did a video talking about the teaser itself, one video that we talked about the SMT itself, what it is, so take a look on that. I don't want to do like 20-30 minute videos talking about every single thing about every vehicle, so I prefer to do a lot of videos of around 8 minutes, maybe even less if I can, trying to push all this content that it would be in a major 30-minute video, okay? So this one, I wanted to talk a little bit about the SMT versus the F-16C. A lot of people are talking about them, obviously, because both of them were confirmed. So how will they fare against each other? How will they be? Of course, we have to wait until the dev server, at least, right? But guys, you have to understand that these aircraft, they're not a big jump from the aircraft that we already have in the game with the F-16A and the MiG-29s. Okay, they're pretty much upgrades to those aircraft actually. So don't expect them to be a whole new different thing. But each of those will have their own perks and abilities according to their needs. So let's talk about air-to-air, air-to-ground, sensors, everything, flight performance, how will they fare against each other if they, are introduced in a realistic way, at least, or something like along those lines. So in the sensors department, we have kind of a mix there. The MiG-29SMT, I think it will have a better radar. I couldn't confirm the ranges for the APG-68 because they are very hard to find and stuff and confirm, but it should be a little bit less, not by much, but it should be around the same as the APG-68 with a little bit more, like 10, 20 kilometers. That's what the most sources claim. So I would suggest around what, maybe 90 kilometers depending on the target, right? A little bit more, 100 kilometers, depending on the size of the target. And the MiG-29SMT will have the Zook M, which is a very similar radar to the Yak-41, which will have around 120, 130 kilometers of range on a 5 meter squared RCS target, right? So this means that MiG-29 will have a little bit of an advantage on the sensor itself on the air-to-air for BVR. But there is another factor to this, of course, the missiles. Please, Gaijin, add a new Sparrow for the F-16C. If not, the MiG-29SMT, just like the original MiG-29 that we already have, will continue to dominate the BVR arena. The R-27ERs are the best missile as in the BVR arena, so please add another Sparrow, the MH, the P, I don't know, so that they can actually be added to try to counter a little bit, increasing the range due to the seeker. If you don't know, the 40 kilometer, 45 kilometer limit on the Sparrow is due to the seeker, not the performance of the aircraft itself, of the missile itself, right? So this is a main problem. So this goes for the MiG-29. The SMT will be better than BVR, unless they add a Sparrow that is better, but even then it will already be better, but a new missile would help the F-16 actually stay with the SMT, okay? Another thing is the air-to-ground role. I'm pretty sure the APG-68 has air-to-ground modes in this version. Of course, this will be a late 80s, early 90s version, so it always depends on that. But I'm pretty sure that the Zook will have a superior radar for air-to-ground. It can do anti-ship. Of course, the F-16 can also do that depending on the country that uses it, but the ranges on these type of situations are better. So it tends to be a little bit just overall win for the radar for the SMT, right? In the sense of weaponry systems and complementing on the sensors as well, we have the F-16C that will have the lightning pod, something that the SMT, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have any type of capability. And what is that? To do thermal imaging. So night attacks and stuff like that will be more limited to the SMT. And of course, if you have a thermal imaging system like the F-16 has, and together with the Mavericks, these that are IR guided as well, so they have a thermal imaging system as well inner to the missile itself. It means that the F-16C will probably be better in the CAS department, increasing, having more payload, more GPUs, more Mavericks, and also having thermals, which is something that the SMT will have less missiles, normally only like 4 guided stuff, CAB 500s and KH-29Ts against the 6 or maybe even more, depending on how they implemented the payloads of the F-16, and of course not having the thermals in the MiG-29. So for the air-to-ground role, the F-16 is better. And of course, in the dogfight department, guys, the dogfight department is one that I'm divided. We will need to wait to see, because there is the thing. The MiG-29SMT is heavier than the original MiG-29s, but it also has a little bit more power. If you take it at full load, it has around 40% more fuel, the SMT, than the original ones. So it's a lot heavier if you take a full fuel load, and it has the increased drag of the fin in the back taking the fuel. But the F-16C also, even though it has more power, is also heavier. So I don't know how they will counter each other in that sense. I have a feeling that the F-16C will be better in a dogfight. I have this feeling. And it might be one of the reasons that they are going to add the R-73 to it. I don't know, for the SMT, I mean. I just have a feeling that F-16 will be lighter, more maneuverable, and with the increased power in the low ranges or lower speeds with the General Electric engine, we will probably see the F-16C having a better turn rate than the MiG-29 eventually, even if the MiG-29 has the upper hand on the spontaneous turn, if you will, the instantaneous turn, right? The F-16 probably will get it after a little bit. And I still think that F-16C in a turn rate might have less turn rates than the F-16A Block 10s, because those are the lightest ones that we have, at all, But still, the increased power will help with that, and SMT is just such a heavy aircraft with the fuel load. It might be for example, if they are very light, the SMT will be more on par with the F-16, but if they are full fueled, with full fuel tanks, for sure the F-16 will win. So that's my opinion on the F-16 versus the SMT. This is what I think will happen in the game. Hopefully I'm right. We will need to wait and see, but this is my opinion on it. Leave it in the comments what are your opinions on this matter, and I see you guys on the next one. Keep an eye out. I will do more videos today, I think.